Welcome to another interesting episode on Bonoview. I am Ayotunde Ogunbono. This is the place where we cut across all industry operators in Nigeria. And on today's episode, we'll be cutting across the power sector in Nigeria for their giant stride in the industry.
Start small, but start now. It's never too small to start. The first thing I'll say is that it's a tough terrain. Power is not easy. We started in December 2016. That's when we first commissioned our first IPP. And our vision right from the beginning has been to be one of Nigeria's leading power solutions provider. We provide power as a service. That's our MO. So basically what we sell to you is power, not equipment, nothing else. We just sell you power. We take away that headache from you. So our mission also really has been to deliver innovative embedded power solutions, embedded power projects, which we've been doing to reduce dependence on the national grid. Nigeria needs about 30,000 megawatts of power, and the national grid currently supplies around 4,500. So of course there's a huge gap to make up, and our mission is to be one of the leading companies that make up that gap. We are a power company. We supply power. We handle everything from building the power plant to operating it, to maintaining it, to fueling it. We use gas, natural gas, to power our power plants. And so our core area is power generation and distribution, independent of the national grid. So we have 3 power plants currently, one in Ojota, one in Apapa, and one in Oregon. We're currently working on new power plants that we're building, one in Victoria Island, one in Isolo. And our customers, we find, are mainly manufacturers, telcos. We power some of their larger infrastructure, like their data centers and switching centers. And then other manufacturers, communities, and other customers. In terms of sustainability, we use natural gas. Natural gas is a much cleaner fuel than diesel. So first of all, we're reducing emissions, which is important because we all need cleaner air. Again, apart from that, we're also moving into solar, so that within the next 5 years, we expect that 30% of the power we produce will be produced by fully renewable means. We expect to be using solar and some wind within the next 5 years so that we can further reduce our emissions and further have a stronger sense of sustainability for the business. There are great opportunities. As you know, generating power is quite a technical field. And I'm quite proud to say that currently now, all of our staff are Nigerian. So Nigerians install the generators, Nigerians run the generators, Nigerians maintain the generators. All of our engineers are Nigerians. Obviously, it didn't start that way. Our senior engineers used to be expatriates, and we've managed to go through a technology transfer that has allowed for those expatriates to go back and for Nigerians to take over those jobs. So we can say that our engineers here have learnt a lot. We train them, we send them abroad for training. So any engine that we want to install, we want to operate, we want to run, our engineers have to go to the OEM, to the country where they're produced. They have to learn how to do these things, and then they come back and they have that know-how. So I can confidently say that Welbeck is generating across all of its plants a total of about 30 megawatts, and it's Nigerians that is doing that. Nigerians that are doing that. I think I have. It's my leadership style, I would say, is inclusive but also decisive. You have to be decisive as the CEO of any organization, no matter how small or how big. But then inclusive in the sense that I don't know everything. There are other people in the company that know more about a certain subject than I do. So inclusiveness means I'm listening to the ideas, I'm listening to what my managers are telling me, and then I'm making a decision. So inclusiveness, but also decisiveness. I think the first thing I would say is start small, but start now. It's never too small to start. It's never too small to start. And the smaller it is, the easier it is to start. The easier it is to get money and to build it up. Again, once you have something running, something that is earning revenue, even if it's not making profit, at least you have something. And you have something that others, investors, partners, banks, can look at and say, okay, if some money is put into this, if we're able to do this or this business can thrive and it can be profitable. Okay, maybe I want to help. So always seek partnership and seek mentorship. It's difficult for a fresh graduate at maybe 23, 24 to walk into a commercial bank and say, oh, I need 100 million naira for my business. But if that fresh graduate has a partner that has been in business for maybe 10 years, 20 years, and goes to the bank and says, but I have this guy with me, he is my partner, or he or she is my partner, then there's a much better chance of that bank lending to you or that investment company investing in you. So always seek partnership, always seek mentorship. Build structure around your hustle. That's very important. It's very important. No bank is going to give you money if you don't have audited accounts for your business. Doing business anywhere, but most especially in Nigeria, you have to research, two major areas. Research the market, research your operations. How much is it going to cost for you to produce? How much is it going to cost for you to import that product? Okay, I want to go into maybe importation of clothes. It might seem simple enough, but you do all your addition, you do all your costing. Have you taken into account duty? Apart from customs duty, is there any other fee you need to pay on bringing these clothes in? Are you allowed to bring those clothes in? Has there been a ban on bringing in, those kind of clothes? You need to do your research properly, because otherwise, if you don't, you'll run into problems down the line. You might find that I'm selling a product that at maybe 100 naira, and I think it's going to cost me 50 naira to produce it. But then by the time I go into production, there are things I haven't taken into account, and I find out that it's now costing me 120. So what do you do? So I think for anyone going into business, make sure you research all the aspects of it. Also look into the regulatory aspect, because to do any business in Nigeria, there's at least some regulatory oversight, because every business has to pay tax. So at least there's one agency that you need to register with. Are there others? If you're doing anything in food, even if I'm cooking on the roadside, do I need to get NAFDAC registration? So always look into these things so that later down the line, you don't run into hurdles.